Sign in using either School Head or School System Administrator LIS account. Upon reaching the LIS homepage, under the DepEd apps, click on DCP Portal to access the DCP Portal page. In the DCP Portal page, navigate to the ICT Equipment Inventory Template section and click on the Download Inventory Template button. The DCP inventory template would be the school template, while the stakeholder profile and internet connectivity data would serve as a data reference file for the inventory template. Click on each button to download the file. Let's now move on to the DCP inventory template. Upon opening the template file, you will see first the README tab. Review this tab completely and you may use this as reference while accomplishing the template. In the List of Acronyms tab, you may use this as reference when encountering unfamiliar acronyms while accomplishing the template. The Referential Data tab contains all the choices found in different drop-down choices. The Stakeholder Profile tab refers to the main information of the school and regional or division office. You may copy or enter manually the available details from the Stakeholder Profile and Internet Connectivity file, from governance level down to the PSGC row, and paste it to the inventory template. You may determine the PSGC or the Philippine Standard Geographic Code by navigating back to the README tab. Under Stakeholders Profile tab, look for PSGC and click on the link provided to determine your PSGC. Inside the website, scroll down to navigate to the downloadable list of PSGC. Choose the PSG Circa 4Q 2025 National and Provincial Summary. Find your region and division to get your PSGC. Fill out the Personnel tab first so you can be able to assign personnel on their designated roles. To prevent personnel names not showing on the yellow highlighted cells, fill out required cells completely. Only fill out columns U to X if personnel is marked as inactive. If you encounter this kind of error when entering a date, make sure the date format of your device is the same as the date format required in the template. To fix this, right-click the area where the time and date is displayed on your device and select the Adjust Date and Time option above. Choose Change the Date and Time format. Find the short date setting. Choose from the drop-down the correct date format according to the template. You may verify the geographic location by clicking on View on Map. Make sure to review the README tab while accomplishing this tab, and always refer to the FAQs or Frequently Asked Questions document available. If an equipment is destroyed, missing, or stolen, you should conduct a technical assessment and formal investigation, enter document findings in the remarks column, and attach required supporting reports. You may find the property number in the sticker or paper attached on the device. Packaged ICT equipment should be recorded and managed as one PPE or property, plant, and equipment. It should be entered as a single line item in the template. List all the necessary serial numbers per item in one cell. If applicable, enter the equipment's old or previous property number. For example, if the item was originally part of a bundled set, and later, separated into standalone components, such as a keyboard, monitor, mouse, or RAM from the CPU. The serial number should be different from the current and old property number. For the item type, you may choose in the drop-down below. For others not specified in the drop-down choices, you may put the item type under the remarks column later. For the unit of measure, choose from the drop-down if the unit is bought per piece, per set, or per lot. For the brand or manufacturer, choose from the drop-down below the brand of the device or item. For others, not specified, put the brand name later under the remarks column. For the equipment's model name or number, note that this is different from the brand name. For the specifications column, input the equipment's detailed specifications. You may refer to various receipts and inspection reports. If the equipment is classified as DCP package, you may leave the non-DCP column unchecked. State the DCP package name and year package if the equipment is part of a DCP package. Select the equipment's category from the drop-down. An item is considered low value if it costs 5,000 pesos and below, high value if it costs more than 5,000 pesos, but less than 50,000 pesos, and PPE if 50,000 pesos above. For the classification column, choose from the drop-down below which classification the equipment falls. For the GLSL code and UACS code, please refer to the provided links below. For the acquisition cost, input the exact amount, even with the decimal numbers. For the acquisition date, input the date when the equipment was acquired. For the estimated useful life column, you may seek assistance from your accounting office. Input the number of years. For the mode of acquisition, choose whether it's DCP purchase, donation, or grant. For the source of acquisition, choose the source from the various choices in the drop-down below. For the donor columns, if the acquisition mode is donation or grant, enter the name of the donor, otherwise, leave this blank. Select the corresponding source of funds from the drop-down. If the item is a DCP equipment, it should be MOOE if the batch is before 2022, and CO if 2022 onwards. For the Procurement Management Plan, PMP, column, enter the item number as reference. Leave this field blank if the acquisition mode is through donation or grant. Under the Supporting Documents column, select the appropriate document type from the drop-down below to identify the transaction. Enter the document number from the provided supporting documents. This is to ensure proper tracking and identification of equipments. Under the Transaction Type column, select the transaction type that corresponds to the specific activity. Under the Accountable Officer column, choose from the drop-down below the Personnel Accountable. Make sure the personnel is listed in the personnel sheet. And then enter the date when it was assigned. Under the Custodian or End User column, you may choose from the drop-down of personnel below, whom the equipment is assigned. And then enter the date when it was assigned. Leave column AG and AH blank if the transaction is for beginning inventory. Under the Supporting Documents column, select the appropriate document type from the drop-down to identify the transaction. And enter the corresponding document number to properly identify the transaction. Use the check mark under the column under Warranty to mark the equipment's warranty status. Enter the date when the warranty will end. Enter the equipment location where the equipment is installed or primarily used. Under the Non-Functional column, use the checkbox to mark if the equipment is still functional or non-functional. Under the Equipment Condition column, select the equipment's condition from the drop-down below. Select the equipment's accountability or disposition status from the drop-down choices below. Under the Remarks column, this is where you will enter other choices not specified from the columns with drop-down choices. Under the For QR Code column, this will be used for QR code purposes. Make sure to review the README tab while accomplishing this tab, and always refer to the FAQs or Frequently Asked Questions document available. In the Internet Connectivity sheet, kindly note of the 3 columns, Questions, Answer, and Answer Guide. Take note of the Answer Guide carefully for proper accomplishment of the sheet. Check all that applies on what Internet service providers are available in the area. And check all that applies on mobile network signals available in the area. Check all that applies on what internet service providers that the office or school is currently using. The yellow highlighted cells will be automatically generated once ISP sheets are filled out. Rate the connectivity in the admin areas, and state the number of classrooms covered by ISP. For region and division inventory, leave the number of classrooms column blank, unless if a division office has classrooms connected to the internet, such as administrative rooms. Choose from the drop-down below to rate connectivity in classroom areas, as well as the overall signal quality and reliability. And lastly, rate the ISP service. In the ISP speed test results sheet, enter the tested download, upload, and ping, as well as the timestamp of the test including the date and time. In the ISP subscription cost sheet, under the projected period covered, enter the total amount spent for internet access, from what date and end date, and the total projected expenditure for internet access. For issues and concerns, kindly raise your concerns through the link provided. Thank you.